Sushi's up to 4 hammers. 8 hammers on mining ink. Actually, 8 hammers on mining ink's pretty good. And I'll go ahead and throw that in Philadelphia and spam that around a bit. Oh my god, are you serious? Did I just tech that quickly? How is he struggling to keep up with me on his own? Oh no, it must be that random nonsense overflow that you get from when you PA. Well, whatever. I mean, you might argue with it. Let's increase our research rates even further. How am I doing on corpse spread? It's going to be a little slow until I get my factories up. And in fact, I'm going to want to work factory into this. Even before ironworks, factories are cheaper to set up. Do I have coal? Does he only have 1 coal? I'd hate to take his coal. His production is immense. Oh, the other good thing is he's got a lot of military, so people aren't going to want to declare on me. I'm trying to see if there's any coal I could just kind of drop a city on and take advantage of it. It doesn't look like that's the case. There's always nuclear plants, I guess. Or Three Gorges Dam. No, that's only one continent wonder. That's not going to be too useful. Shoot, man. Oh, he has to. Oh, thanks. Problem solved. Completely solved. Good. Industrialize. I even get to ignore his culture now, because he can't flip me, because we're allies. This is so perfect. And then as soon as Hannibal gets out of the war with Willem, I'll get out of the war with Willem, and then I'll defensive pact Hannibal, and between all of our combined powers, this world isn't going anywhere. Gotta love the permanent alliance abuses. So awesome. How am I doing on this continent with the sushi? Oh, am I spreading it beyond my own? It's not bad from an income standpoint. I might want to do that eventually. I don't know about right this moment. I think I'd rather spread it to my own cities. Can't spread it to Mansa Musa, obviously. Spreading it there is going to just be grief. Because he's got the good old communism going. And oh yeah, I got another hammer for mining ink because of the coal. Oh, cool. There we go. You run communism and you give me your spare resources, and now I have a 10 hammer mining ink. Gotta say, I was not anticipating this. This entire play strategy of this game was not really what I was planning, but it's working. We're doing pretty well here. It's my buddy. I get financial after all. After a fashion. Let's see. Ozbeno thought he could deny us financial by giving us these game settings, but no, you left permanent alliances on, so anyone in the game, we can get those traits if we want them, sort of. We can sort of get those traits. It's good enough. Hannibal's made peace with Willem. Yeah, I think that's my cue to do it also. Are the Vikings still fighting someone, or are they plotting? I'd be surprised if they're plotting on us at this point. I know, he's fighting Hannibal, that's right. Hey, no hard feelings, right? Yeah, thanks. Thanks for that. The real question is whether Mansa Musa will keep teching. I guess I'll notice, because if he stops, my tech rate will plummet. Frickin' micro. Coal plant. Yeah, now we're going to be starving in sickness. Love it. And actually, I do have a couple productive cities, surprisingly. Between the two of us, we should be able to put space together reasonably. And as these mines get railroaded, that'll help too. And I'm sure Mansa Musa will cover all the wonder building for us. Please don't be going culture. See, after losing, well, not technically losing, but kind of losing game 3 that way, I'm going to be really careful. Yeah, he's running 80% research. Much like me, for that matter. Okay. And I'll just dump him off next turn and hit spread automate. It's a little bit of tedium micro, but not bad. Not bad. Need to hurry up and finish these coal plants so I can finish spreading mining ink. Mining ink is awesome. It's like untouchably good. Yeah, now our tech rate is more on par with what you would expect. Which is a shame, frankly, because I liked the monster overflow tech rate that we were getting, like a tech every turn. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Yep, just spread. Coal plant is done. That is the opportunity I was looking for to spam out some mining ink executives. 10 hammer mining ink is not insignificant. I don't think I could match that with state property workshops. And obviously 20 hammer, 400 E hammer, whatever, those are better. But I think even this is a little bit beyond what I could reach with other civics. It's a very strong setup. It just is. It's good if you can get it. What am I doing? I have one on a boat. Okay, I'm actually going to take a break in Washington and switch over to industrialized production through a factory. You can skip turn. You'll be able to board next turn. Yeah, coal plant. Not even really specializing my cities for production, nor should I be, in my opinion. I'd rather keep the tech rate up right now. Tech rate is more important until you actually have all the space techs. You almost always are bottlenecked on research. That's why we are also going for labs. Oh, how about that? I'm eligible for AP now. Well, it makes sense. All of Mansa votes are now my votes. Hey, Hannibal. How about a brief timeshare of Defensive Pact? Oh, no, you won't. Yay, more sushi resource. And another great artist. Not the most useful thing to me, unfortunately. Ooh, I can build malls. How often do those factor into any game ever? I should go troll the forums, be like, yeah guys, look at this finish time. I placed the accolade solely on the mall. My great unique building powered me to an early spaceship finish. Oh man. That would be great. I'm not doing it, but it would be great. Alright. It's also nice to ship advanced executives over water using nothing but but galleys from like ages past. Look at that, 27 pop capital. You just know there's got to be at least 7 specialists in that thing. But I'm still going to be lucky to break an 1880 finish. I wouldn't be surprised if I didn't win till like the mid 1800s or later. Because the one thing that's not happening is, aside from Mansa Musa, who I'm now milking for like a 33% technology boost due to the PA, nothing. No one will trade anything. And no one can trade anything. It sucks. Factory, coal plant. Coal plant. Now the mall is useful. In addition to the gold, it's also a happy building and a health building. It's really not a bad, unique building. If you had a similar benefit conferred earlier, people would probably think differently about the United States in this game. It's a good, solid wonder, but they're not wonder building. And it does help with corporations. Really? I failed to spread mining ink into Washington? What the hell? Oh good, more sushi power. Excellent. It's nice of him to consider me and keep giving me stuff. And yeah, this this technological edge is going to make it really hard for anyone to declare on this, because Mansa Musa is going to abuse his bonuses to upgrade everything, and that suits me just fine. What's with the fort? I want to change that into like a farm or workshop or something. These just suck. Yeah, good. Mansa Musa is sticking to the plan. He wants to win by space along with me. Good job, Mansa Musa. You're a better PA than Ramesses ever was. He's up to 16 cities. He's just starting to run away here. So perfect. Yeah, I'll just farm. I'll just be obnoxious and farm everything. I'm so good. Could probably use a mall. And yeah, the other thing about mall is you get extra from hit musicals, hit singles, hit movies, in addition to the bonus that you get from broadcast towers when you have that. So actually, you can get 2 happiness from it, in addition to 15 gold and a lot of health, or 15% gold and a lot of health. Mall is no joke. No joke at all. Except for that, well, the joke's on you, because it comes late in the game, so you can't really use it effectively. But aside from that, I don't see how it's that much worse than, say, the research lab of the Russian Empire. Now, unlike the Americans, the Russians actually have a good, unique unit in this game, though, the Cossack. Although it's kind of cruddy in AI hands, as we saw in Game 6. Not the best in AI hands, as we kind of just chewed through the Cossacks like nothing. But generally speaking. How am I doing on mining ink spread? Chicago, San Fran. Okay. And I do want malls in my cities, because of the health. Yeah, ironworks. Yeah, we're starting to look good here. We got a full complement of production buildings, and really all the buildings I need. So I can just start building wealth, which is the real power of these corporations. Although I say that now I have something to build again. Could I use the health? Probably. We could go for genetics. A nice benefit everywhere. Some extra specialists in every city, essentially, is what that amounts to. I don't want to put off starting the spaceship parts too soon. Who am I kidding? We have so much production. I'll go with that, then over to rocketry. Totally milking the advantages of the permanent alliance. Come on, Malinese. Actually, I think I will concur with his suggestion for a change and go combustion first. That way he can build a nice big metal navy that nobody else has and stomp on everyone with it. So, good call, Mansa Musa. I accept your proposal. Well, Carthage is closing in on it, but Carthage is sort of an ally. Awesome. Now, there's some drawbacks to this. Namely, the AI does have a tendency to start spaceship parts in stupid cities, for example. Obviously, it's not the best at managing its cities or anything like that. It's not as good as having a human partner. It's terrible at war, so don't expect much help in that regard, because you're not getting it. But when it comes to just raw usefulness of tech, you can get a lot. And man, I have 4 move galleys. You can get a lot from the permanent alliances in this game, even if it's an AI PA. I'll go ahead and milk my wonder bonuses for some happiness, absolutely. Get some laboratories up when I can do so. Really want to finish spreading mining ink first. And yeah, now I'm sitting at 1,000 beakers per turn, but that's actually going to go up a bit more before the end of the game from a combination of labs and from having the corporations spread to my cities like this. Is what's going to happen is... Oh, he's already aborted. I'll be able to start building wealth and research to get to 100%. Should be able to get to somewhere between 1,500 and 2,000 beakers a turn, which will be a big step up from 1,000 beakers a turn, and it'll make me much more contributory towards the effort towards space here with Mansa Musa, who's now up to 17 cities. Carthage and Vikings are still fighting. Vikings up to 11 cities. But yeah, I have 0.2 Mansa Musa's power, 0.4 Carthage's power, and I'm on par with like the English and Incans. So our combined might here is really more than enough for me to be safe. Mansa Musa is probably going to be building enough military for both of us. Especially if we use, I can outsource some of that to Hannibal too, since he still likes us. Could probably even bribe him back into free market if he drops out of friendly. There's so many options. Okay, I think I need one more mining ink executive, and then I can switch over to a lab. And all these cities will be pretty strong in terms of their contribution to teching too. I mean, they're huge cities, so that's an advantage for like trade routes, and I can quickly transition them into running specialists. And with the representation bonus, that'll suffice. We're probably going to control the UN, which means I don't have to be forced into any civics. The only one that would be bad is rep, though. Anything else, even environmentalism, wouldn't be too crippling. It would suck, but it wouldn't be too crippling. I mean, it feels like I'm taking genetics so slowly, but then again, it is 1600 AD, so whatever. Yeah, you're such a non-issue, Atomic Betty. Alright. Congratulations, man. Why do you not have a library in this city? He's still researching, though. And getting a lot of gold, too. Okay. Whatever. Like I said, not the best managed empires, the AI ones. But then again, you don't need them to be to benefit from making a permanent alliance. I don't know why more people don't use it. And I guess because most of the time in competitive games, you don't need to. What'll happen is you'll just take everyone else's land right at the start, like using marathon abuse, and that's that. That's game. Sure. Yeah, it doesn't really matter how much culture pressure he puts on me now. These borders are pretty well set. It's nice that I was able to grab the corn. I don't know why I don't get this tile, because we are permanent allies, and he can't do anything with this tile. So, you got me there. But anyway, settling onto his landmass has been a huge bonus for me. Now, really? I got another failure to spread. Laboratory is done. Public transportation, because we are starving. And starving is not good. Oh man, so many prompts. You know your production's picked up then. But yeah, then we just go wealth. And wealth. And you'll see the rate at which I research will go up and up. and I have 186. And plus I don't have to run the slider down for corporation spreading any longer either. Ironworks in, I'll put the laboratory there. See, I even have some decent cities from a productivity standpoint, but they're getting there for tech too. You run 9-city empire or whatever, and you're getting 1,300 beakers a turn, which is what I'm getting, and that's only going to go up now. Just watch, when I finish this laboratory, I'm just going to tell this city build research instead of build wealth. And that's a lot of hammers. And we're going to instantly throw down, let's see, 45 essentially times 3, 100 some beakers just from this. Maybe more, because they're going to switch to specialists, which will even produce more. Yeah, we don't need to be building wealth in these cities now. 1,400. I knew I'd be getting up here. It looks like I'm going to be closer to 2,000 than 1,500 by the end, which is not great, but considering how quickly we got there, that makes a big difference. Like, there's no point in getting to 4,000 beakers or something if you're only getting there right as the game is ending, whereas if you get to 2,000 beakers during the mid-game, or what is often mid-game, well, that makes a big difference, and it'll improve your tech rate to have the 2,000 beakers sooner. It's all about the snowballing returns. And can I get away with sneaking this into research? Yeah, I lose a little bit per turn, but it puts me up to just under 1,600 beakers per turn. So more quick returns here. Genetics is going to be a health boost in all cities. They'll stop starving most likely, which is good. And then we can work on Apollo. Probably with my ironwork city, since I have that set up. Oh, come on. Don't tell me you went to culture all of a sudden. Or is it just rolling his turn and taking that long? Yeah, it was just rolling his turn and taking that long. Okay. I thought I was only putting in my effort and he stopped teching. Nope, that's not what went on. Alright then. Love how those guys are still at war. I totally had nothing to do with it. Totally. Now, normally, viewers, I would not be going this tech route. This is something I only do when I have a big lead, going out to superconductors early. Normally what you do is you take computers and use the internet to backfill tons and tons and tons and tons of technology. But when you're blowing the game out to this extent, that's not really realistic, because you're not getting anything from the internet. You're just winning. You're so far ahead, the AI can't contribute anything through the internet. So then you have no choice. You're just going to rely on your own research. At which case you might as well get your multipliers earlier and enjoy them for longer, as you're not going to be able to do anything else. And yeah, now I'm up at 1,700 beakers a turn. Still haven't maxed out and started building research everywhere. And of course that's going to drop when I start on spaceship parts. But for fits and starts, I will have around 2,000 beakers per turn in this game. Pretty solid. Pretty solid. Just on the building wealth and research with corporation boosted cities. Lots of farms. I really don't want to take his only copies of these. You know, why don't you run this? And here you go. Have that. And do I have multiples of anything? Yeah, I do. That's right. That'll give me a little bit more health from grocers too, the spices. That's right, I built a mass media wonder that gives you resources. Those resource wonders are better than advertised. And oh man, Mansamusa built the Statue of Liberty. And even I get some benefit from it. Perfect. Perfect. Um, yeah, I mean, it's not like I like the Vikings. And if Ragnar gets anywhere near me, I'll just upgrade into infantry, which I'm not sure if he has rifles yet, but if he does, it's not going to matter. All my science research multipliers are here, so until that city gets problems with on health, I'm just going to build research. Puts me at the 1900 some beakers per turn. I think Ragnar's going to have his hands full. Longbows and swords. You know what Mansa Moose is packing. This is the same stuff I have. There'd be a bunch of infantry in Ragnar's face. And it keeps the masses happy. There we go. We've crossed the 2,000 beaker per turn line. And why is this tacking so slow? Don't turn your culture slider up there, Mansa. No, he hasn't. He can't be money starved. What the heck's going on here? Spies? God, don't be like that. Now let's look. No, he's running his slider. I don't know why he's going for gold here, but I'd rather him turn his slider up. Well, whatever. I'll just let Mansa Musa beat down on him a little bit and then take peace. No biggie, no harm, no foul. Uh-oh. They landed on me. Grenadiers and cannons. And of course, it's the city where I have a frickin' chariot. Fortunately, I have some nearby rifles left over from my miniature production effort, because losing my ironworks city would suck. So let's not do that. Losing any of my cities would suck. But that one would be really terrible. And yeah, in situations like this, I think I'll just throw down like a couple machine guns or something too. Make life a little harder for Ragnar. I think I'll just sit there bombarding though, and then I'll be able to hit him with my infantry and kill him off. They'll probably take peace then. Oh, actually no, I'm not going to have to worry much longer. What's going to happen is that Mansa Musa is going to sink everything he has, because he does not have a metal navy, and Mansa Musa does, because I told Mansa Musa to tech, or I agreed with Mansa Musa and tech to... Oh my god. He doesn't even have replaceable parts. Yeah, whatever. Off my tile. Shoot. I forgot about that. I can get my seafood pillaged. Come on, Mansa Musa, help me out here. There we go. Thanks. Let's see if Mansa Musa started on this, or if I get to start on it. 12 turns. That's not too bad. And okay, we built a machine gun. We're good. We're good. I'll switch over to wealth here. There we go. Right back up in the 2,000 range. Now, what to tech next? It barely matters. We're going to need everything. I think next best is industrialism. That way we can find aluminum and use that. And man, I often don't have anywhere near this technology at this point in the game, so I'm pretty happy. And I think I'm going to take a break here, viewers, to make sure the recording isn't too long, and I'll be meeting you back in the next part. Thumbs up if you liked the video. Me and team signing off.